Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Jimmy Bram here in my workshop, and this video I thought was about making a sign for my workshop, so it was a creative video doing something new and exciting. However, it's not going to be that, it's going to be a restoration video instead, because the other day I went out and bought this one, an old mower deck from my compact tractor, or finish mower it's also called. And I thought it was just going to be fine for this season. I could mow my grass, and hopefully it's soon summer, so I will need to mow the grass. However, I found out that it had a very serious error or problem. The sheet metal were in one place inside of the machine bent, so I have to repair that. And while I do that, I probably will do a full restoration. So here goes.
My folks call home, and don't you feel darling, place where I was born. Good morning, music.
So I got the main housing removed now, and it's pretty clear to see what's wrong here. As you can see here, this is the middle cutter, and it's totally destroyed here. The metal is all bent and curved in, so I really wouldn't trust for this one to run.
Paid my dues. Well, that Motel 6 in Austin has really gone downhill, but not as bad as my backseat where I stayed in Amarillo. Not much further.
And this is where I tell you to be really careful in using pneumatic tools on old stuff. You'll see why later. Time I had it coming. This part broke off the wheel that I was trying to pry, so I have to buy a new wheel, which is kind of hard to find because it's not a new machine, but you live, you learn. So now I've grinded up the place where I want to weld the body here, and I put in a lot of grooves, as you can see here, into the metal to release some of the tension that the bending has caused on the metal. So now I'm pretty much ready to weld. I've cleaned it up, and we've got some kind of nice surfaces to weld on. I'm getting a little too good, Lord, singing these old blues. Good God Almighty, Lord, paid my dues. Now I pretty much grinded everything up and welded a lot, actually a lot more than I thought I would have to, because there was a lot of cracks in the metal. I don't think I bought the best quality here, or at least it's old. But now it needs some cleaning, some soap, and after that it's painting time.
Lord, paid my dues. Ran Motel 6 in Austin.
Finally, it's time to do some painting, and I'm gonna be using this epoxy Brunox, which is a rust stopper and epoxy primer in one. It's pretty cool for the underside of the deck. On the upper side, I'm gonna be using some hammer paint, hammerite paint that can be painted directly on rust. But on the underside, I really want to make sure that there's no rust that can develop there. So I want to use this epoxy. It's really efficient. And on top of that, I'm going to be using something called Raptor skin, which is used for beds on American trucks. Any truck, actually, they don't really need to be American. But yeah, I can show you that later. But right now, I'm going to be putting this epoxy rust stopper on the deck. Place where I was born. Good morning, Music City. Now I'm almost ready to give it the coat of bed liner, the Raptor bed liner that will give this bed the protective layer it needs from the grass and all the wetness. First I gotta grind it down a little bit for the bed liner to sit here firmly. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Ran Motel 6 in Austin has really gone downhill. But not as bad as my backseat where I stayed in Amarillo. Not much further to California, just a couple one.
And this is where I forgot to push the record button on my camera, but never mind. It's really simple painting with Raptor liner. You just use one of these spray guns with a compressor and lots of layers, and then you usually get a really good result. On we go.
Good Lord, singing these old blues. Good God Almighty, Lord, paid my dues.
So I didn't think that was necessary to change the ball bearings in the main rotors, but apparently the sealing has gone missing and all the grease is gone and they are kind of loose. So I have to buy new ball bearings as well for all the rotors and install those. Also, the end caps of the rotors is gone. It's these thingies, and I'm missing at least two of them, and they are a little bit destroyed as well, rusty. So I probably have to 3D print some new ones because these I cannot buy.
Oh, you and God Almighty, Lord, paid my dues. Oh, God, I paid my dues from Mississippi on to Alabama, from Louisiana on to Texarkana. I'm getting a little too good, Lord, singing these old blues. Good God Almighty, Lord. Motel 6 in Austin has really gone downhill, but not as bad as my backseat where I stayed in Amarillo. Not much further to California, just a couple one-night stands, and I'm wrapped up in my baby's arms again. Good God, I paid my dues from
now we're just about done. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you think that this video has some value to you. As you can see here, the mower is done, it works, it's complete, and I can mow my lawn again. It's been a long project, and hope to see you next time.